Okay, let's take a look at La Liga. I'm delighted to be joined by Andy Brassell and Sanjit from Squawka.
Yeah, big money spent this window, Andy, but on the eve of the new season, have Barca and Real done enough to topple Atletico? Should we have a look through the outs and ins?
Well, I think Real Madrid might have done. Obviously, it's quality, not quantity in their case. James Rodriguez. I think Toni Kroos is the man who's going to be central to what they do. You saw him in the Super Cup. Of course, he played a bit further forward for Germany, but like as a six in the UEFA Super Cup against Sevilla, he was the best player on the pitch. The fact is, he can get it in tight spaces and always keep it. I mean, he's got an incredible pass completion rate, and he makes a lot of tackles too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Kroos is a real key to that team. Obviously, the front line's there. Real Madrid are very top heavy, though. It has to be said. Like, players will be exiting that team. So what you're seeing now is not what they're going to launch the season with.
Just looking at that team itself, though, do you think it's a lot more too much attacking play? On some occasion, they will be picked off. Kroos is, we saw him in the World Cup, just playing behind the front. Then you've got Modric, who's a fantastic little player, but is he going to dictate the play in there, getting his tackles in?
Where's the Makelele?
Well, exactly.
Well, I think, like I was saying, I think Kroos can do more of that sort of stuff than people give him credit for. I saw him play a couple of years ago in a friendly against France in Bremen as a six, as a sort of faux Schweinsteiger, if you like. He wasn't very good at it at all, but he's gone back to the drawing board and he's thought, that is not my position, but I'm going to learn how to play this position. And that's what makes him so important.
And I think, importantly, the modern defensive midfielder, I don't really think that Makelele role is there anymore. It's more about the quarterback. It's more about recycling the ball and game intelligence, about knowing where to position yourself in relation to the defence. So it's not so much about flying into tackles anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that or they just go out and batter everyone 7-0 because they've got an incredible forward line.
That's another possibility.
Atletico Madrid, then obviously, it looks on from the outside looking at the Liga that losing Costa and they've lost a number of players, haven't they, this summer. Do they have the ability to maintain that level? Because as you look at it, it looks like you'd expect Barcelona and Real Madrid, with the players they've brought in, to go straight back to favourites for the title.
I'm not convinced that's the case with Barcelona. I think it's quite an uneven transfer window. Of course, we know it's a massive rush to the finish now because that transfer ban from FIFA has been upheld. They can't buy any players after this window until January 16. So busy couple of weeks for them, because I think they've got quite an uneven defence at the moment. Of course, they've got the two goalkeepers in Claudio Bravo and Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who can both do very well. One of them will do very well and one of them will be very unhappy, but that's a different story. But of course, they've got Vermaelen in, who wasn't even a first teamer at Arsenal anymore. Jeremy Mathieu, who's brilliant for Valencia since converting to centre-back over the last couple of years, but really top class. I don't know about that. And both lefties as well. So I think there's room for someone else there. Basically, they're just going to end up with Javier Mascherano playing at centre-back again.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think he's reinvented himself very well. Your point on Atletico, they're going to have another good season, despite losing players, but that is the Atletico way.
Yeah.
Big players go out, they rebuild. Big players go out, and obviously last season was a big success for them. I think we were talking about Simeone and the strengths of Simeone in this team and the power he has over this team, and he's in a real position to dictate exactly how he wants his team to play.
So we shouldn't be surprised to see Atletico right back up there again this season.
I think so, because they've brought in players that aren't just great players, but workers as well. We know Mandzukic scores a lot of goals, works like a dog, works the channels really well. Same with Griezmann, loads of energy, buzzes around, some good defensive reinforcements too.
Okay, you can check out the brand new La Liga season, which kicks off on Sky Sports, which is available on Virgin Media this weekend. What do Man United and Louis van Gaal have to do between now and the end of the transfer window?
Bye.